Have you ever wondered what would happen if science finally crossed the line and created a perfect human copy? A living, breathing duplicate. With your face, your DNA, your memories. What if that line has already been crossed and no one ever told the world? Dark corridors, hidden labs, classified files. Because according to leaked documents, strange disappearances, and whispers from real scientists, human cloning might already be real. Let's go back to where it began. In 1996, scientists in Scotland shocked the world when they cloned Dolly the sheep, the first mammal ever created from an adult cell. They told us cloning humans would be impossible, but what if impossible was just a word to keep us calm? Years later, experiments quietly continued. Inside labs in China and South Korea, cloning attempts moved from animals to primates. Some embryos failed. Others lived, but not for long. Reports vanished. Researchers went silent. Then came something unbelievable. In 2002, a company named Cloned claimed they had cloned a human baby named Eve. The world laughed. Scientists denied it. But when reporters asked for proof, DNA samples, documents, everything disappeared. The company gone. But what happened next raised more questions. Private investors, linked to governments and defense agencies, suddenly contacted them. If it was fake, why care? Meanwhile, secret U.S. files from a genetics program called Project 74B mentioned unverified human replication. Subjects, Homo sapiens. DNA match, 97%. Soon after, the project was shut down, and the scientists reassigned. One lead researcher, Dr. Helen Granger, vanished. Her final message read, "They've done it, but it's not what we expected." So what did they create? To clone a human, scientists need just two things: a nucleus from a body cell and an empty human egg. Fuse them with an electric current, implant into a surrogate, and in theory, life begins. It worked with Dolly. There's nothing in biology stopping it from working with us except that it's banned. But banned doesn't mean impossible. It just means secret. Between 2008 and 2013, several whistleblowers claimed embryos were cloned up to 14 days, just before they could form organs or brains. All destroyed. Or maybe not. In 2019, a photo appeared online. Two human-like embryos inside a South Korean incubator labeled EXO-1 and EXO-2. It vanished within hours. Officials said it was fake, but satellite images confirmed the lab existed and was funded by a private defense contractor. So, what are we really looking at? Failed science? Or the birth of the first human clone? A leaked European report from 2021 described identical DNA patterns in two adults from different countries. No relation, same genome. Statistically impossible unless one of them wasn't born naturally. We've already cloned organs, tissue, and animals that share nearly 99% of our DNA. So maybe the question isn't, can we clone humans? Maybe it's, should we? Because if cloning exists, who owns the clone? Do they have rights? Or are they just property? Imagine a world where intelligence agencies could create doubles, identical copies of anyone. They could replace politicians, spies, even you. A world where identity itself becomes a weapon. Maybe that's why so much of this research disappeared. Because cloning isn't about creating life, it's about controlling it. Dr. Richard Seed once said, "If God doesn't want man to clone himself, he should stop us before we do." He was mocked then, but now it sounds like a warning. So ask yourself, if a clone existed right now, would they know they were a clone? Would they think, feel, dream like you? And if you passed them on the street, would you even know the difference? Maybe one day the truth will come out, or maybe it already walks among us.